Hi guys, it's Miss Faulkner today. We're going to be doing the same type of problem that you've been doing with Miss Lockridge with the water sprinkler. I'm going to go ahead and reread our standard. Recognize angle measure as additive. When an angle is decomposed into non-overlapping parts, the angle measure of the whole is the sum of the angle measures of the parts. So solve addition and subtraction problems to find unknown angles on a diagram in real world and mathematical problems. We're going to be doing this by using an equation with a symbol or a letter for the angle that we don't know, that we don't have. So here's our word problem for today. We're still working with our water sprinkler. A lawn water sprinkler rotates 65 degrees and then it pauses. It then rotates an additional 65 degrees. What is the total degree of the water sprinkler rotation? So we have the same sprinkler and we see the same type thing in the first sentence, that it rotates 65 degrees, then it pauses. But then it rotates an additional 65 degrees. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start at my 0. And we're going to go that first 65 degrees. Okay, and that's going to be real simple because we're just going to look at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and go that extra little 5 for that tally mark right there. So that we know is 65 degrees. Okay, but then it rotates an additional 65. Okay, so here's where I'm going to think about what operation am I going to be using? Is it subtracting from 65 or is it going up from 65? And if it's going an additional 65, then we know, oh, we're going to go up 65 more. We're going to continue to go. So I'm going to go ahead and write our 65 degrees that we know that we went the first time. And we know we're going to add to that 65 more because it rotates another 65. So we've got 65 plus 65. And I'm going to use A for my answer that I don't know, because remember that here in the standard is where we're using some kind of simpler letter for our unknown angle measure we don't have. Okay, so now our fun part is that we're going to go 65 this way. Okay, and of course we have our tens. We can skip count by tens. You can add it up on top of each other like this if you're more comfortable with this, but I'm going to skip count and do this so that we see both ways. So we're going to go 5, right? Because I went from here to here is only 5. So 5 and then 15. Okay, 15. 25, 35, 45, 55, 65. And I'm going to stop because it wanted me to go 65. So here is my completed angle, and you can see that I stopped on 130. So let's test it this way. We're going to put 130. And we're going to test it the regular algorithm that we know how to use. Okay? We know 5 plus 5 is 10. We have to regroup our 1. 6 plus 6 is 12, and we have plus 1 is 13. So we do have 130 degrees. So our total angle is 130. So you can mark that your angle A was 130 degrees.